Now I walk in beauty. Beauty is before me. Beauty is behind me. Above and below. Around and within. Now I walk in beauty. Beauty before me. Above and below. Around and within.
My mother, Jean Behrensmeyer, she passed peacefully March 15th of this year. And what's that? My wife's saying at the age of 90, so she had a good long life, and I was very honored to teach with her, bringing our teachings and our experience together through Wilderness Way. I want to thank her for, first of all, preventing a big 1961 master plan of 5,000 homes and 20,000 people designed to be in the San Geronimo Valley, all over the hills and ridges. And she created the ad hoc San Geronimo Valley Planning Group.
So today we're here to honor the salmon and to bless them. I want to start with a land acknowledgement. The land that surrounds us is part of who we are. It reflects our histories and it unites us. And we are standing on the unceded tribal lands of the Coast Miwok. It's important to recognize that. With this ceremony today, we wish to bless the salmon who live in Lagunitas and Olima Creeks and in Tomales Bay. And the fingerlings, the smolts, are going by right now. After 6 months of growth, they're going to go down in the bay and stay in there for a few months until they get big enough to go out in the ocean. And just imagine that, right? Going from your bay out into the ocean. So we have a lot to learn from the salmon. We also honor the original people who lived here and tended this watershed and creek. Some of their descendants are among us today. This landscape has suffered from the ignorance of the colonizers. They stopped the use of fire to keep the forests and grasslands clear. They stopped tending the creeks to help the fish. They killed off the bears, the wolves, and the elk. The last Coast Miwok families, as I understand it, were driven away from their homes along Tomales Bay by white ranchers within our living memory. And I'm referring to Felix Cove, but I'm sure there are other cases. By joining our peoples like this, we will heal a small part of a large wound. And that's my hope for this ceremony. Besides the immediate idea of blessing the salmon, I have this larger idea about all of us learning to live together.
So this is Gertrude. Remembrance and consciousness that we are not standing here alone today. There are all the invisibles, the ancestors of our species, the ancestors of all the species. They're all here today. And we sing this very simple song to honor them and to remind ourselves that we are not alone. Ancestor sky people all here today, hear my heart's song, hear my respect, hear my love, hear my grateful tears fall. We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed.
I just want to say how glad I am to see the whole tribal council here and other people that I know and love.
My name is Joe from Coast Miwok. I just can't tell you how wonderful I feel with each and every one of you being here today. I hope to meet each and every one of you, the ones I don't know yet, but hopefully will soon get to know. The support shown here is just incredible to me. This is a sacred place. All things were sacred to the Coast Miwok, the lands, the forests, the tree, everything. And it's just my pleasure to be here and to see all of you today.
My name is Mike, and I'm here representing the Coastal Miwok with Joe Sanchez, Jason, and Dean. I'd just like to say it's nice to see so many people with such a great spirit, and I'm happy that I can partake in it. It's my first time, and thank you very much.
I'm Nancy. I work with the Tribal Council. I'm glad to see all of you here. And there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of work. So we welcome all people of good heart into this venture, and a blessing to the salmon that are heading on the next part of their journey, for all of us.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Cynthia, Pima and Apache. I work for Chicken Ranch Rancheria, Miwok Indians, and I'm advocating and fighting and hoping that we can bring home the salmon to Tuolumne County. So I'll be working on that. Thank you.
I'm Regina. Great gratitude to be here. to the indigenous native people of this land.
I'm honored and grateful to share the occasion with all of you today. And thank you to the Tribal Council for being with me. I feel truly blessed.
I'm Dennis, and I'm grateful to be here also. I think through Paul and through the wishing polls, I know Gene is here today, and I know Gene's going to be guiding the fisheries, all the fisheries in and out of this creek, forever forward, especially in San Geronimo Creek. She's got a special in her heart, that creek, so it's so wonderful to be with you today and send the smolt out and hopefully welcome a bumper crop next year coming back. So,
hey everyone, I'm Damon and really feel blessed to be here today as your new representative. Yes, I've really been looking forward to this on the calendar. I can't say enough about Jean. It was amazing to be able to seek her guidance, work with her, help save the salmon run over time that many of us have been working on. And I think where I really feel hopeful is even in state policy right now, the recognition that we have to acknowledge and understand and respect and seek guidance from Native peoples. Indigenous practices, we're going back to trying to understand the role of fire, for example, how to protect our habitat.
Thank you. My name is Jason Deschler, Coast Miwok. These are my elders. This is my cousin. All of us are from Marshall. The 30s was like yesterday, but our family was in Tomales until the 60s in Marconi. And the return of the people. It was the removal of the people and the ideas of the invaders. And as Damon just said, we're awakening and realizing what these decisions have caused, what they have done. What would we be doing right now if we could go back in time? We'd all be eating salmon right now. There'd be bears everywhere, and condors feeding on what Mother Nature gave not just us, but everything to feed on. The eagles, the condors, the bears, and all this vegetation. And we are the living seventh generation prayer. We're not supposed to be here. The salmon know. The salmon know what they got to do, and they know that we are here. The earth knows. The oak trees know. So we're very thankful to be here. Have this opportunity to share knowledge, work together as a community. It's not just indigenous knowledge, it's also the technology of the modern days that we need to use to put this puzzle back together.
My name is Dean Hogan. This is the land of my ancestors. That's what makes it special. We're here, we're back home. Think about our history, and I've been saying this. It's not something we talk about, whether it's Coast Miwok or any other indigenous history. Not in the past. Newsflash. It's a living history. We're here. And it's time for us. The land has been calling us to come back home. And so as I speak from within me, my ancestors, and I'm speaking into this water, I'm speaking the intention, because our relatives, those salmon, know we're home. And that we pray for them, with them. We may not have all the riches, but yet we're rich because we have our history, because we have our culture, because we have our ceremonies. And so I want to thank each and every one of you for your role in protecting these beautiful, beautiful fish relatives. Because they know their purpose, but it's us humans trying to still figure that out. Right? So let us join together. Oh, all my relations.
Oh. So I
Kiku koya liwa kashi, 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 kiku koya liwa kashi. Kiku koya liwa